Hello, welcome to another Folio tutorial. I will show you how to make the base of this folio right after the flip through. This folio is 8 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. I use sari silk for the closure. I just tied it together. You have to open it, then you'll have access to a pocket right here where I put 2 journal cards. Then once you open it, there's this secret pop out. Is that cute? And then we have an envelope here, and behind the envelope is a pocket. We have another envelope on this side, and then we have a side pocket right here. And you can open it this way, and it becomes a trifold. In the tutorial, I had it opening the other way, like this. So the trifold is on this side. But when you do it, you can choose however way you would like. I decided to go with this way because it flowed better with what I had in mind. And once you open up, there is a pocket slash tuck here and a pocket slash tuck here and a tuck right there. Then on this side, there's another envelope. Then you have a side pocket, a long one right here, and an extra one. Oops. And an extra one right here. And on this one, there's this tab where you can pull, and then it reveals 3 panels, which I put light colored paper on for journaling. And then if you pull it this way, it reveals a nice artwork or a nice collage, but you can also put more paper here to journal as well. Right in the middle, I added a notepad just for memory journaling. And that's it. Goes like that, closes and ties up. So let's get started with the tutorial. Hello, welcome. This will be a 2-part collaboration video with Raindrop Lila. The first video will be the tutorial on how to make the folio, and the second part will be the decorating. If you are from her community, thank you for taking the time to be here today. As your guest designer, I have chosen the collection called Baby Blues. If you're interested, the information will be in my description. For this folio, you will need 4 8x8 double-sided pages. These will be the pages that I will be using, and I printed on them double-sided. I will need to trim them down to 8x8. You also need a ruler, glue, and a pencil. A scoring board will be optional. Okay, I am back with the 4 8x8 pages. First, you will need to choose which side you want to be the front. The front will show the most of first, and then you'll start to see the back. So choose those and then mark from 1 through 4 or label or number them 1 through 4 on the back side of your page. I'm going to have this one 1. So I want this to be in the front. 2, 3, and 4. Next, take page 1 and turn it to the front side. You'll see this is partially scored because I made a mistake and I had to redo this take. But if you do not have a scoreboard, what you can do, or a scoring board, what you can do is take a ruler and mark where I'm scoring. And then you can manually or hand fold it instead of using the scoring board. Let's score at 1 3/4 all the way down. Then at 4 inches all the way down, and at 7.5 inches all the way down. Then you will mountain fold the first fold at 1 3/4. Then valley fold, so like a valley, the 4-inch mark, and another valley fold at 7.5. And set it aside. For page 2, turn it to the back side and score at 1/2 inch all the way down. Then at 4 inches all the way down. You'll need to mountain fold at the 1/2 inch. And again, it looks like a mountain. And valley fold at the 4 inch. So valley fold at the 4 inch. Then set it aside. For page 3, put it down on the front side and score all the way down at 4 inches. Then mountain fold. Okay. Set it aside. For the last page, page 4, turn it to the back side and score at 3 inches all the way down and at 5.5 inches all the way down. Then you will valley fold at the 3 inches and mountain fold at the 5.5. Now gather your pages. If you would like to ink your edges, now would be the time to do it. I'm going to go do that and I will be back. Okay, I am back. I inked the edges with gathered twigs, distress oxide, and I used washi tape to tape all the white edges that was showing on the side of some of my pages. The next step that you will need to do is get page 1 and page 2. This is what page 1 looks like, and this is page 2. It has this little flap here, and this one opens like this. And you will need your glue because we're going to start gluing. Take page 2, this is the side with that little 1/2 inch flap, and turn it over so that it's like this. You're going to take page 2 and tuck it right inside this valley fold. Okay. Make sure it's straight and as close as you can. Then, once it's nice and tight, open this flap here, and you will put glue on this top side, down this side, but make sure that it's on the left side of your fold and go all the way down and then at the bottom here. Okay, once you have all that glue on there and you think that is enough, fold that over. Okay, this is going to be your first pocket right in here once the glue dries. This part here, you can choose to do what you want. You can glue the top and the bottom and make this like a mini pocket for maybe a bookmark. But I am going to decorate it with some lace. I'm going to sandwich the lace in between or do something else with it. So I'm not going to glue mine down quite yet. Now this page opens up. Just make sure everything closes and opens up nicely. And you should have a little flap here and a little flap here. Next, take page 3, open it, and This part right here, this little flap, you're going to put a lot of glue on this, just this 1/2 inch flap. Put page 3 like this, and then fold this over to glue. And you should have something that looks like that. Finally, take page 4. For page 4, you should have one long edge, and then these edges, this edge should be short or shy of that edge. This is the position that you want page 4 to be. You're going to put glue all the way down on this 1/2 inch flap. That edge of page 4 will go there, and you will glue it down like this. Oops, I forgot a step, or it could be your last step. But this page 3 here that flips open, the next part, this part that flips open, has to be glued down. So turn that over, and you glue the top edge and the bottom edge from the fold to the left of that fold. It might feel a little funny when you fold it over just because you have a little bit of an excess here. Okay, and this will be a pocket. I will need to take my folio to the trimmer because I didn't line up my edges properly. So I will need to trim those off. But this is your folio. Here you have a pocket. You can choose to make this a pocket, but I'm leaving it open because I'm going to decorate it differently. The first page flips over, and you can have decorated however you want. Have pockets here or here. This opens one more time, and this opens up like this. And on this side, this opens to the right, and this folds open like this. This folio is a little bit complicated, and it's like a blank canvas. It has a lot of places for you to make tucks and pockets. I'm excited to see what you end up coming up with. If you'd like to see the decoration process of this folio, there will be a link at the end of the video or a link in my description once the video is up. Thank you for sticking around for this folio. I really appreciate you being here. Please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.